The 12th of July, 1998. We are merely hours away from the ultimate showdown of the World Cup. The absolute pinnacle of world football is thrashing wildly on a hotel floor, fighting a severe medical episode. His breathing is completely out of control, and his eyes have rolled back into his head. The legendary Ronaldo is slipping away right in front of his mates. Yet, in just a few short hours, he will step onto the pitch in Paris. He will put his mortal coil on the line with a billion pairs of eyes watching his every move. Chuck those fairy tales about the glory of the beautiful game straight in the bin. Today, we are unpacking the most thoroughly swept under-the-rug secret in footballing history. Let us get stuck in. To truly wrap your head around this shambles, you need to grasp one crucial detail. Ronaldo was not just knocking a ball about. He was a walking multinational enterprise. Just a year prior, he had inked a record-shattering deal with a massive American sportswear brand. 10 years, 160 million quid. His mug was plastered on every billboard across the globe. The telly was playing that iconic airport advert on a relentless loop. The corporate heavyweights demanded pure magic from him every single match. The tabloids were absolutely hounding him. The poor lad could not even pop out of his accommodation for a breather. Swarms of punters were camped outside his window day and night. He was only 21 years of age. The mental state of a normal lad would be entirely well and truly fried. The weight of expectation was physically crushing him. An entire nation was resting its hopes squarely on his shoulders. Just look at his run-up to that final. Ronaldo was making mincemeat of the opposition. He was scoring absolute belters. Center backs were literally crumbling at his feet. Goalies were shaking in their boots. The Brazilian squad was steamrolling everyone in their path. Nobody doubted they were bringing the trophy home. The French camp was visibly rattled by this young prodigy. Every single paper was writing about him and him alone. He was the ultimate footballing freak of nature. But behind that dazzling shop window hid a bone-deep exhaustion. His knees were constantly giving him grief. The physios were repeatedly pumping him full of potent pain relief. It was quietly chipping away at his body. The day of the final kicks off without a hitch. The lads grab their grub. The squad heads back to their rooms for some downtime. Ronaldo is staying in room 290. His roommate is the iconic left back, Roberto Carlos. The boys get their heads down for a quick kip before the coach leaves for the ground. Then absolute pandemonium breaks loose. Out of nowhere, Ronaldo starts convulsing. A vicious muscle spasm rips through his entire body. The lad is quite literally struggling to pull in a breath. Roberto Carlos starts screaming the place down. He is absolutely begging for help. Edmundo, the striker, bursts through the door. He is met with a deeply distressing scene. The jewel in the crown of the national side is having a massive fit. The face of Ronaldo is turning a shocking shade of blue. Edmundo dives in to save his pal. He forces the locked jaw of the lad open by sheer brute strength. He pulls his tongue forward. It is a desperate move to keep his airways clear. The medical staff comes sprinting in. The episode drags on for roughly 5 excruciating minutes. Then, Ronaldo completely powers down. He drops into a heavy, lifeless slumber. A few hours later, the talisman blinks awake. He has no memory of the ordeal. Not a single clue. He looks around and spots the tear-streaked faces of the medical team. He asks why everyone is looking so gutted. They hit him with the devastating reality. He is not playing in the final. Ronaldo is utterly shell-shocked. He is whisked straight to a posh French clinic. A massive flap ensues. The top neurologists in Paris are scratching their heads. They are terrified they might miss a brain bleed. They rush him through a scanner. They wire him up to check his heart rhythm. The clock is ruthlessly ticking away. The paparazzi are already swarming the hospital gates. The medics know exactly what is on the line here. If they pull him from the squad, the entire Brazilian population will call for their heads. If they give him the green light and the worst happens on the pitch, their careers are completely finished. But the machines are showing absolutely nothing wrong. His charts are perfectly clean. His ticker is running like a Swiss watch. From a strictly clinical perspective, the boy is fit as a fiddle. Meanwhile, back in the dressing room, things have gone entirely pear-shaped. The squad is mentally shattered. Grown men are sobbing their eyes out. The gaffer is completely lost for words. They have just watched their main man nearly lose his life. Not a single soul fancies playing a game of football now. They are entirely focused on the well-being of their mate. The beautiful game suddenly means absolutely nothing. The manager scribbles the name of Edmundo on the starting sheet. The The pundits get hold of the team sheets and cannot believe their eyes. A global meltdown kicks off. Picture the atmosphere inside the ground at that exact moment. The stands are bouncing. The French players jog out for their warm-up. They glance over at the opposite half. Something incredibly weird is going on. The Brazilian lads are knocking the ball about in absolute dead silence. There are no cheeky grins. Nobody is having a chat. The main attraction is nowhere to be seen. The broadcasters are frantically scanning the turf for that famous number 10 shirt. Commentators from London to Tokyo are losing their mind. The press pack is practically kicking down the dressing room door. They want answers now. Down in the belly of the stadium, Edmundo has already pulled on the jersey of his mate. He is gearing up to step into the biggest shoes in the world, but his hands are shaking. Trying to replace the greatest player on earth in the ultimate match is just an impossible gig. We are less than an hour away from kickoff. The stadium is packed to the rafters. Suddenly, Ronaldo strolls into the changing room. He is looking white as a sheet. He has a folder of medical readouts tucked under his arm. He marches straight up to the boss. He delivers one simple statement: "I am fit and I am playing." The manager is suddenly trapped between a rock and a hard place. If he benches a medically cleared Ronaldo, the supporters will skin him alive. If he plays him and the kid collapses on the turf, it is game over for everyone. The gaffer makes a fateful call. He tears up the team sheet. Ronaldo walks out onto the grass. The match turns into an absolute horror show. The Brazilian side is playing in a complete daze. Ronaldo can barely put one foot in front of the other. In one terrifying moment, the French keeper Fabien Barthez completely clatters into him. The entire stadium holds its collective breath. Everyone is bricking it, thinking the heart of the lad has finally stopped. But he picks himself up and carries on suffering out there. France cruises to an easy victory. Zidane slots home two beautiful headers. Brazil is utterly crushed. The very next morning, a global storm brews up. It was entirely surreal. The national parliament back in South America downs tools entirely. Politicians cobble together a special inquiry panel. Members of parliament haul every single player in for questioning. They grill the manager Mario Zagallo. The gray-haired veteran has to justify his choices under oath. He swears blind it was his call alone. The lead team doctor drops a quote that goes down in history. He asks them to imagine if he had blocked the star from playing. And then they lost. He said he would have had to pack his bags and move to the North Pole. The whole country is howling for blood. Bizarre conspiracies start breeding like rabbits. Let us walk through the three most talked about ones. Theory number 1. A corporate stitch-up. Loads of folk were convinced the sportswear giants forced him onto the pitch. A final without the main attraction would have burned a massive hole in their pockets. Whispers went around that the money men threatened them with astronomical lawsuits. This rumor gained massive traction, but the inquiry panel failed to dig up a single shred of proof. Roberto Carlos swore under oath that the sponsors never poked their noses in. Theory number 2. A French poisoning plot. The diehard fans were dead certain the hotel kitchen staff spiked their grub, or that someone slipped a heavy sedative into the water supply. It sounds like the script of a dodgy spy flick. But the hospital blood test did not show any dodgy substances whatsoever. Ronaldo was clean as a whistle. Theory number 3. A massive medical blunder. The lad had been carrying a bad knee injury all tournament long. The physios were routinely jabbing him with incredibly potent pain relief. A few medical experts reckon a needle might have accidentally hit a vein. That would have triggered an instant vascular shock and a violent episode. It is genuinely the most grounded theory out there, but the team medics fiercely denied any slip-ups. The official line states it was an extreme nervous breakdown. The body of a 21-year-old lad simply could not handle the crushing weight of an entire nation. The fuses just completely blew. His brain essentially pulled the plug on his body to protect his sanity. The exact medical verdict will forever stay locked behind patient confidentiality. But the misery did not end on that Paris night. Ronaldo sank into a painfully dark place mentally. Then, he blew out his knee ligaments. Twice. The footballing world figured he was done for good. Everyone thought he would just be remembered as a beautifully broken genius. He spent 3 grueling years in rehab, 3 years of absolute agony. But he pulled off an absolute miracle. The year 2002 rolled around, another World Cup. Ronaldo stepped back onto the pitch. He bagged the golden boot. He He slotted 2 goals in the final. He hoisted that solid gold trophy high above his head. He proved his undeniable brilliance to the entire planet. He completely battered his own personal demons. Next time you find yourself getting green-eyed over the massive paychecks these athletes take home, cast your mind back to this day. Remember the pale kid who almost lost his life to pure stress on the floor of a French hotel? Astronomical money always comes with a devastatingly high price tag. Sometimes that price is your own physical well-being. That wraps up our tale for today. Catch us in the next video where we will dissect another wildly controversial footballing scandal.